All right, let's fly on in here. It's going to be the final regular match of the day here. If EDG beat 100 Thieves, which we all could kind of expect considering how the first round robin went, then we're going to have to go to a tiebreaker match after this against EDG and T1. But if 100 Thieves can run some upset games, do Korea a bit of favors, then they are going to allow T1 to exit this group stage number 1 here. So 100 Thieves still looking. Could try to get their third win, go even, 3-3. Maybe actually show them, make NA proud, take out the LPL champion here in this best of 1. Trinamir, Aurelia, Lee Sin, and Yuumi banned out. I'm not going to let that Yuumi through at all, but I have confidence that EDG could handle it about as well as T1 did, especially when we're noticing that the AD carries are becoming more and more limited. We didn't see the misfortune in the last game at all. I don't even think it got banned. Malphite getting taken away. Interesting. Could forecast a pretty all AD comp here coming out from EDG. But yeah, I keep seeing that. I noticed that like MF and Leona just were ignored in the last game as if it was not even a viable option. And here comes the Lucian up and available for FBI, the big stud, the big man for 100 Thieves. Best AD carry in NA. Don't at me, Double Lift. You're not playing anymore. And so that's going to be a great priority secure for FBI and He needs to see if they're going to be able to also get the Nami involved there. But what will Viper and Mako do about that is the more interesting question, because that could end up being a very spicy bot lane exchange. And Flandre gets his Graves. This has become a staple. Graves top lane is kind of everything right now. Super stable, easy wave clear, and hasn't really lost much. And as you can see, he could even bully the Renekton. Which is not the normal thing that crocodile to go through. And I'm feeling like EDG is doing the T1 draft right now. Bans are different, but these picks and their order are quite similar. Nami being hovered. I think EDG's ready for it. Enchantress versus Enchantress. Abadage going to probably pick up this Rise. Not the worst pick in the world here. No. Yeah, no, sorry, that's not gonna happen. Alright, so not too many, nothing too crazy here. I think once we have one enchanter involved, the other team's perfectly happy with matching with another enchanter. I'm kind of looking for when I wonder if scrims have just shown otherwise, but it's kind of this balance between engage, tanky support versus enchanter, and which one ends up having the better situation, the better power, the better spell power in the exchange. And here comes the Aphelios. So EDG just taking notes straight out of the last match. And so your Aphelios Lulu bot lane is in play. And if we've noticed anything, that Whimsy and turning FBI into a squirrel will basically mean that this bot lane play is going to be really stuffed and really unable to trade out against the Aphelios. So this is, I think the empowerment from the Nami is going to be trounced by the inability for the Lucian to do anything and just like be furry and get shot. So yeah, Gangplank, LeBlanc next bans coming through, just getting rid of somebody's comfort pick he did earlier today, which does have great value later on, but didn't exactly net them the win. Scouts LeBlanc being moved. LeBlanc's had a good stats showing this tournament, but I've never felt that LeBlanc has really taken over and really been the reason that a team has won a match. So not too heartbroken about that. Closer's talent being taken away, and Closer's been a fantastic part of 100 Thieves' limited success here at Worlds. I'm curious what they will want to lock in for him. Viego has had limited success on stage here. They're going to get rid of the Jarvan, which hasn't really shown too much promise from anyone anywhere. I feel like it's a throwaway ban at this point. And now what will we finish off this with? Xin Zhao up and available, but it's an easy pickup for JJ. Should just be waiting for that one to get locked and secured. Time's about out, and that should be that. And what do we have the counters for? Because it's been a pretty simple smattering of bans. Lee Sin taken away. There's the Viego that I just spoke of. Closers. Pretty much like standard, like signature pick at this point with how 2021 went for him. He could bring it out even after it's been majorly nerfed. It's very suspicious. And looks like it's going to be locked in there. So the Viego coming in. So yeah, again, has been picked very little, but does have a slight positive win rate, and that's going to be the Kennen locked in for someday. So he's got his range advantage topside. And we've seen, well, it's probably going to be a Syndra mid, honestly, for Scout, which is quite scary, but has not really, I don't think that's shown up much either. Are they going to be able to give us a card on that? Nope. It's the last pick. They're going to start rotating. All right, so not too many great surprises here. Closer bringing out his Viego is pretty nice, pretty awesome. There we go. Pick 8%, and it's won everything. It's been picked like twice, I imagine, at this point. So it's been successful. The Syndra's been quite successful so far in the tournament. This is also Scout, and Scout's kind of a mid lane legend coming out of LPL these days, and really looking to usurp his former master in trying to acquire himself some trophies here at this Worlds. He's already conquered LPL, now have to take on the rest. But I guess you run around what on the priority for the game is going to be here, because the Viego can get a lot done, can be a major snowball component in these team fights. If somebody can get some flanks off, not do too horribly in that top side against Kana, because it's going to be range versus range. There shouldn't be too many problems or too many problems for Kennen. It's just going to be maybe like some ganks from the Zijin Zhao would be the biggest threat, but there shouldn't be a lot of threat on Sunday against Kana. The bot lane's probably going to be the craziest and the most troublesome part, because the Lucian Nami combo kind of it was shown to be quite powerful in the duels and the brawls, but it kind of seems like the Eastern teams have figured out that if you just run a Phelios with the Lulu can just turn the Lucian into a adorable little animal, and then the trade patterns, the entire ability to win that fight is just lost and goes away. And I might have some cheeky catches here. Mako and Viper gonna be stepping in. No one's seeing each other. Ward's gonna go down in the mid spot. It's gonna be exchange of wards. They know they're both fresh. They're gonna try to clear this one out here. No one's really showing inside. Oh, and there's gonna be a step forward here. EDG getting a little bit aggressive here, but can there be a catch? Somebody's way behind this. You're gonna be able to actually get a E-proc from Abadage, but no stuns brought with them. I don't know why Closer wasn't there, honestly, because he would have like a flash stun route option. But I guess that's just not really going to work out. Now, good ward patterns going to come out here from EDG just to really take over this top side of the map. So they're going to be able to track Closer just fine. Someday just going to have to hoof it all the way up after that little bit play. It's not going to be too late to the party. And I think Viper and Mako probably looking for an early trade here. Just going to step on out of the brush. He's going to have that range advantage here. FBI trying to get involved here, but there's very limited wards. And that's going to be a good trade. That's going to be good damage on the Viper. He's going to have the red gun, and he does have a pot to heal up with the Doran's Blade. This is not going to be too bad for him. But FBI, I think he's ready to actually just like put his name on the map here. And now they're going to lose out at least on the push. The Scout is establishing early dominance here in the mid lane. So yeah, we're going to be pretty simple, pretty standard here. Bot side start into top side for Closer, skipping his Krugs, nothing too out of the ordinary. Well, tied ebb and flow action. Now level 2 advantage there for EDG. And now we're evened up. Alrighty. So big threats are gone, but now comes the big question of how are you going to trade out the spell exchange between the Lulu and particularly the Lucian. Because that will be the game, that'll be the fight breaking part of this setup. Verizon 5G all chat. Go ahead and chat at us, tweet at us, and it may or may not get read on broadcast. And FBI going for the early trade here is actually going to get some good stuff out here. No third spell on Mako just yet. But the trade back's pretty even there coming from Viper and company. Not too bad, not too much trouble. Closer, amp. We're going to have an even exchange of crabs here for the junglers. Now, JJ, he's going to be pathing himself bot side. I think he's going to go steal the Krugs. Because he skipped his Wolves and his Gromp, it looks like. Game paused. Having a little bit of trouble here. Let's see what we've got. It's going to be paused for a bit. Alrighty, nothing too special there. I would listen in and find out, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Let's get back into the game. I have the power of time travel. They unfortunately did not. Alright, there we are. Alright, we're back on NJJ. Posturing around for this dive for Hui, and FBI going to step in. They're going to spot him. But this should inform. This actually be pretty nutty here. JJ's going to be able to actually get himself a little bit of an advantage here. And he gets to go back and take care of the rest of his jungle. So it's a slight steal there from Closer. That's going to start putting that gold lead just ever so slightly into EDG's favor. And if we've watched anything or noticed anything from any Eastern team, LPL or LCK, they have been very good at finding themselves little advantages over time, one after the other. Here comes the prep. The Closer sitting on that ward. It's gonna be able to really it's gonna prevent anything from really happening there. JJ is shown back up here. I think EDG want this fight. They're really jumping onto Viper, and he's gonna get blown up here. And Closer's gonna get the finish off, and the Ignite's gonna take him down. And now here comes Closer, just rotating it through here. And now, oh, that's a great double kill. EDG getting a little too confident in their abilities there, and Closer and FBI and Hui just decide, no, I'm not gonna be swayed or intimidated by the Xin Zhao being here. We're just gonna blow up Viper. He overextends, oversteps himself. Exhaust. All 4 summoner spells burn on the side of EDG actually. Alright, so he feints like he's gonna leave here. And Viper just stays way too close. Gets to the edge, and they just all go for it. The exhaust goes on to FBI, cleanses it off. The Ignite, unfortunately from Hui, secures it. They root up Mako. He flashes away from it, but there's enough damage. FBI gets the kill on to Mako, and that's where you want it. That is definitely where you want it. Nami, not so much. Not going to land too many great uses of that gold, but that's a great start. That's what you want. That's what you need here. 300 gold lead, clearly for FBI at this time. 200 gold lead for Closer. That first blood doing a lot of work and helping him catch up from some of those steals, those jungle invades that were coming out of JJ. Mid lane, pretty safe, pretty standard. But not too far behind there for Abadage. Alright, so yeah, not too much special, nothing too crazy. Ward put up top there. Yeah, and see, top lane's also super even, super easy. They're both ranged. Someday able to at least get the simple counter pick. It's gonna be where's gonna be the breakout? Where are we gonna start contesting it? First Drake is up, only 6 minutes in. It's gonna be the root on to FBI is up and available, and he's gonna get step up and step forward. The bubble's gonna be able to catch onto Viper and help with that trade. FBI's gonna be super low. Your Closer getting jumped on here. He's brought down to half, and Scout has arrived as well. It's gonna be pretty scary for 100 Thieves here. Abadage is on his way. EDG need to pull the trigger soon. Abadage wary of a turn, but it looks like that dive option has gone away. Everyone's gonna return to their respective positions on the map. And no dragon be taken. FBI's gonna take this. Oh, and here comes the Realm Warp. They're gonna get a little bit cheeky with this. The bubble does not connect, but here comes Abadage. He's gonna get the root up onto Viper. And that's gonna be major damage here. Mako's going down as well. It's gonna be this reset, and it's going to be the other kill secured by Hui. Less than ideal, but that is a great quick turn play for 100 Thieves here. Teleport available for Abadage, and there's gonna be another game pause. What went wrong? Viper and Mako not used to being bested by North American teams, I bet, and they're gonna throw their own little fit. Someone kicked the PC or something. Let's see here. Oh, it's gonna be a good size pause, and let's see. Let's see if I can listen in real quick. Perfect timing there Yep, yep. I love that use of the ROM warp there. It just allows for like an instantaneous gank. No walking in, no flashes required. Alright, let's go. We're back on in. Running it. I don't need to listen to the TriCast because it distracts me with too much. It really does. Yep, and Abidagi's not going to miss much out of this wave either. Cannon wave should be nice and secured. Scout and JJ positioning ready, waiting for someone to come up and test that top river. But no one's going to bite. Good word. That's a control word from earlier, actually. So Abadage getting some dividends on that one. Cheeky stun from Sunday. So yeah, nothing too crazy. Nothing too out of the ordinary just yet. A very good 700 goal lead for FBI right now. So 100 Thieves upsetting expectations. They've got themselves quite a lead here at 8 minutes. And I just need maybe a few more creative plays. Closer and Hui making their way down Bot River. And FBI slow pushing this. Already gotten himself pretty much everything he needs. Looks like he might be going. Kind of curious if he's going for a Shield Bow or Kraken in this game. Maybe even Gale Force. There isn't too many things that can really jump on him other than Aphelios. Oh, and Closer, I think he might have some problems here. He's going to ult over the wall, but they really connect onto that. And he's going to flash away, but Scout follows it, gets the proc. And now Abadage trying to run in and actually get the trade onto JJ. No flash available for him. The Crescent Guard's going to keep him safe. But now it's time for Scout to run away. He's going to back. He's got his teleport. He knows the route is up and available. Oh, wow. Can't actually get it. The Wolves do not proc onto Scout. And that is just cheeky enough from Scout to actually get himself out and alive. And Abadage maybe just a little too scared to face check that. What if we had that ward available at the time? So they're actually looking to just clear waves here. Closer's trying to be on his way. And then he gets spotted. JJ gets the knock up, misses, the wind becomes lightning. But the flash over from Scout to secure the kill is pretty much everything you need. Yeah, I don't know why Abadage didn't check that. Looked like Scout even also had low mana after that play. Could have had a pretty nice kill secure there for him. Alright, yep, Gale Force confirmed for FBI. First Mythic completed. Need to kind of see if they're going to be able to get anything more done. Because you want to actually get some more snowballing out from this bot lane here. I'm surprised we actually have not seen any more action, considering the item advantage that is in their hands. Oh, and that's going to be a catch on. And I think, Scout, you're going to have some problems here. Ult is up and available, and that's going to be secured for them. Someday, I think you might want to make sure you're getting out of there. He's going to get some good stuns here. Flandre is going to be in trouble here. I think you're going to be overestimating yourself here a little bit someday. Forces Flandre to flash away. Closer's nearby as well here. Now, all right, so 100 Thieves on full blast here, on all cylinders. They really even get some damage out onto his turrets. That's 2 plates over into FBI's pocket, and they're Closer trying to secure this Herald right now. Abidage's backing. I don't know why. That feels really weird. You could have gotten the Herald there. All 3 of you were up and available. So I don't know why they didn't secure the Herald at that point. They probably could have gotten it before anyone got back. And here comes the Realm War plays again. They just get on top of Scout. Abadage is rooted up, but that's not your main concern here. Closer's going to be able to get in really close here and gets the finisher off with a Heartbreaker. Just gets the soul confirmation. And now here comes the Herald secure. Maelstrom's not available. We're just going to give this one away, I guess. Somebody's going to be able to spot this. But there's like not any ults available. They spent them all getting them kills, and then they don't secure the neutral objective here. They got to try to fight this dry. Pressing guard up and available for JJ is going to be very much isolated. They're going to have to get inside if they want to get it. It's going to be Herald goes down. They get the counter kill, but that's perfectly fine for EDG. They've gotten the objective, and if they get this down in the next 2 minutes, they're going to be able to even get the turret plate money. It's going to be a pretty fair exchange, if not in EDG's favor. So I don't like the series of events that's just happened from 100 Thieves. I don't know why. Abadage just backed up, surrendered map control, and did not even attempt to just try to get that Herald rush down. A slight counterplay there for... Oh, Shield's going to deny that, and I think you might be out of options here. Big wave on. Moonlight Vigil's going to miss, and Huhi's still standing his ground. Now FBI might want to try to heal yourself up here a bit. Gale Force is up and available. Closer on the back line. Viper, I think you're going to be in some trouble here. Wild Growth is up for Mako. And I think they've decided instead to go for the Drake, just to at least get that neutral objective trade off. JJ is arriving. They're going to be able to spot him cleaning that out. Alright, and that should be that. So, Infernal, Drake acquired. Cloud up next. Mountain or Ocean shall be our soul for the day. For this match, at least.
I will say, though, the vision that 100 Thieves have around mid lane, surrounding Scout, actually gives them the full confidence.
Alright. Well, it's up and available. What's the next play here for 100 Thieves? 4.5 minutes till the next Drake. Next Herald might be up in a little bit. And someday, about to get collapsed on. JJ's arriving. Looks like we have some movement topside here as well from 100 Thieves. JJ and company might actually find themselves in trouble here. Closer is arriving. Flandre, I think you're going to have some problems here. Herald's going to go down, but they actually need to get the catch. And here comes Realm Warp. A little bit too slow. They're going to be able to get... There's the flash ult in, or at least the flash route. Not good enough there from 100 Thieves. Charge goes off. They might have denied the gold, actually. There might not have been any turret plate gold going over to Flandre or JJ for that drop, for that Herald drop. So the turret stands strong. EDG not able to close out their first turret with their Herald like T1 did against Detonation Focus Me. Most on account of 100 Thieves has stood their ground quite well and have had some pretty good ganks, team play coordination to find those timings and get those ganks off.
What that does mean, though, if once Viper and Mako are able to get pushed down bot side, and you're fighting for vision around the bot side of the map, you do have an angle on Abadaga if a fight were to break out. So interesting to see. Nice control ward being...
And that should be just that. FBI gonna get his calling off here. Gonna be able to get a lot of damage off. Viper's gonna have to put his Moonlight Vigil back, but that's gonna be a dead Mako. Bubble's gonna miss as well, but I think Viper wants it. Flashes in for the Q, but FBI will dodge that one. The flash exchange is from the bot lane, and I like this. The action's arriving here. Closer's nearby. I'm gonna get a good bit of damage here from Viper. Now Viper trying to get himself, or he's trying to secure some of these camps. Someday and Flandre fighting for the blue buff right now, and somebody's gonna be able to stun him up, and this could be a... It's kind of like how the Baron fights go. And secured by Someday. Well done there. Flandre actually was able to get the first turret secured under 100 Thieves' nose. And that, well, still gold lead for 100 Thieves. They just got to do something with it. What has happened? So this was super fun here. Calling goes off. Viper actually forced to just Gale Force away. Puts off the Moonlight Vigil. They kill off Mako, but the use of all this abilities here, just the marking, the auto attacks, the flame from the Infernum, there's so much counter damage, and he's only got his Gale Force up right now. This is what's so scary about Aphelios, is that if you just have your combos right, you know how to utilize all the spells in with each other, and just that max range that can come of it. It could get pretty scary here, and FBI is going to go forward here. JJ brought it to half, and that'll be river control for 100 Thieves. Yeah, 100 Thieves ready to actually step forward and get some work done in this game. It looks like this is looking right and proper for them right about now. And it's not like EDG are really playing all too bad. They might actually be like a slight gear shift down, but as you can see, Viper is still quite powerful and quite able to defend himself. At least Mako, unfortunately, not able to make it out. JJ has arrived. Gonna start clearing out some of these wards. Is not gonna spot any of those wards over the wall there. So information is still really good. And he's walking through all these wards right now. So 100 Thieves have him locked down, have him tracked. Someday playing super careful topside. Not really sure why. Syndra's backed off and get perfect vision on JJ.
He can still roast EDG if he gets a good TV flank.
Absolutely can. I think for Flandre, though, he's very aware of how squishy both sides are. You can see him going Collector second on the Graves when we swap back over to the
Gold leads. Nothing too shabby. Next plays, next options. Cloudrick's going to come up right now. In the next 15 seconds. What will be the play from 100 Thieves relay? Because they kind of want them to stay proactive. They need to keep things going. Need to keep that confidence high. EDG with Mr. 200 Years may be perfectly happy to do nothing and wait till late game. And that might be a negatory here. Cloudrick gets started up by them. 100 Thieves not really in too much of a position for this. Someday with Teleport, Abadage matching the mid push. That Dragon's getting super low here. Closer's put out his mists. Here comes the... oh, it's going to be a huge teleport here from Someday. They need to get the catch on. It's going to be Viper all alone. He just walks off all by himself. And he's going to get destroyed here. Major damage from him. And JJ is going to get caught out here. Crescent Guard's going to defend him from the calling. But Abadage has positioned himself in pretty dangerous spot here. Flandrick showing up might actually put him into a turnable position here. He's going to get major damage. He's going to get blown up himself. Shutdown on shutdown. Abadage... flash up and available. I don't know why he didn't flash out away from that entire play here. Turret's going to get taken here. First turret from 100 Thieves after some curious team fights there after the strange route decided by Viper and the lack of a flash use by Abadage. Pretty sure he had it available then. So it should not have really happened in my mind. Did he have it? Did he have it? He did not have. All right, so he did not have flash at the beginning of this fight. And here comes the teleporter from Sunday. This is where they just blow up Viper. No worries, no concerns. Yeah, he doesn't have it. He's got to sit up here, and it's barely even going to get to quarter before Flandre shows up. So, unfortunate. Not much for him to do. The good animation cancels there from Flandre. Just gets the auto into the R. Just max damage in shortest amount of time. That's what we're talking about. Mastery in play here. 100 Thieves looking to capture this second Herald, and that's going to be it. Eye is captured as well by Closer. And this is good. 100 Thieves still keeping good pace. Drake exchange has been even, but that kill on to Viper, any amount of time Viper is not allowed to farm on the map is a grand amount of time, honestly, and that's going to be a route on to Hui. And the Moonlight Vigil is going to hit onto him as well. He has been brought down to 1 health here, but Viper is still standing stall here, and Closer, gonna be able to get the capture with a nice stun use there from Closer. That reminds me of Whippo over in EU. Just being able to actually have a proper mastery of all the champions that you're about to take over instead of just heartbreaking over and over. But gets that long range stun, locks down Viper. Flandre, I think you're gonna have some problems here, my friend. Ult's not available for Closer. Could be able to brawl it out a bit here, just trying to slow down Flandre for his team to arrive. But that's gonna be all they get. 3 kills on EDG. 100 Thieves showing up in a big way here in their last game of the tournament. And EDG may be playing a little more sloppy than we should expect here. And that'll be the shield bro proc actually for Flandre. So that passive is gone for a while here. So EDG getting a little bit put behind here. 3K gold lead for 100 Thieves right now. And this is going to be this exchange right now. This is where Closer actually goes off. So a lot of great damage coming out from Viper onto Hui. But if Hui doesn't die, it doesn't really matter. Someday just allowed to go forward here. Gets major stunts onto everyone. He goes down for it. JJ brought super low. But Closer with that stunt onto Viper is just everything. And then JJ, I'm sorry, man, but your ability to get out of this is going to be very limited. FBI wants you. And he will have you. So really good play there by Someday. He dies for it, but 5 assists is not too shabby for the man. Oh, and there's that realm warp use again here, and they're inside the Crescent Guard. Sorry, JJ, but you are not going to be able to be as invulnerable as you would like. Baron up and available. They might be able to actually go for this. They have the machine gun damage from Abadage. FBI is no slouch on this as well. Huge scout of the week there from Scout, and he might have single-handedly just pushed 100 Thieves off that play. Yeah, closer below half health right now.
FBI is getting so strong here.
Touch too eager from 100 Thieves. Scout reminds them to fear him, fear the turn and possibility. Don't throw this at Baron, buddy. It will not look good on your flight back to the Americas.
When you get to an early IE on Graves, you get those buckshot crits, you can just delete someone off the map. I mean, he is level 14. He is absolutely enormous, but he's got to play it well because you are short range, which makes you very vulnerable to getting CC'd up and burst down.
That's why it feels like some days having larger impact, because all he needs is just that one kill. It doesn't have to be Flandre if it's going to be Scout or if it's going to be Viper like that.
Alright, so now we're just looking for, yeah, simple rotations, holding out, turret takes are even. Gold's still in the favor of 100 Thieves, but still doesn't feel like they're really in charge of anything right now. They're not really like pushing the envelope. EDG, they're posturing like they want Baron. Just gotta wait for that Scuttle Crab to go away, clear out some of his vision. And Mountain Drake's about to be up as well. Closer trying to spot what's going on here, using the mists. It's a good little bit of scouting. JJ spotted it as well. Good use of the control ward. And now Closer just dodging and weaving between all the spells. And somebody's just gonna solo the Drake himself. Teleport's up and available for him, so you can join the fight as needed. And now FBI's gonna show up just to speed this process up a little bit here.
EDG is in a pretty poor position just because they were trying to get the vision cleared out around Baron, and so not only do they waste their time, they lose a few minions, they chip down mid-turret, Dragon over to 100 Thieves, now next Dragon is going to be third, so
not too much going on.
to fight for it, and it's all in 100 Thieves' favor.
Let's see. 2 for 2 items, at least the big BF sword on the side of FBI, giving him his advantage. Level differences, 1 on ADCs, 1 on jungler, 1 for Flandre topside. So 100 Thieves really have done a good job here. They're retaking control of the vision around Baron here. I guess they're positioning themselves on up 3. Going top here, Scout might want to vacate the premises. That's some decent vision supremacy from 100 Thieves right now. It's going to be inched away in a little bit.
If they were to get vision up on towards Baron and pull 100 Thieves towards them, if all you really need is Flandre just keeping tabs on where Someday is, making it so Someday doesn't come up with a flank or a TP in general.
EDG, their catch up here. Think if they actually get the blow up on the FBI, they can win the rest of the fight there. Or even just on Closer. It's between Closer and FBI as like your 2 biggest priorities here, because 5-0 and 4 on this Lucian is going to be a very scary prospect even as we get sort of later into the game here. He's kind of still allowed to scale quite well compared to what Lucian used to do. But if Closer's allowed to stay alive and he's not blown up immediately by, say, Scouter, just the combination of burst that EDG have, and there's one person that goes down on the side of EDG and it's within Closer's reach, so we'll begin the reset madness. Calling coming out from FBI, trying to get some poke down, but it's not really going to get too much done in terms of damage. And now EDG still playing with control of the map here. They get to move back into the river and feign for Baron, and 100 Thieves kind of left to just, poke and find out, or just hope. And it's not how this game should be going, considering how the gold lead is inside of 100 Thieves. It seems like they don't know what they should be doing with this lead, how they should be posturing themselves on the map, let alone like being ready to, check or be checked by EDG.
Holding on to mid and sending Someday towards bot has got you as 100 Thieves. As soon as they see Graves down bot, now they
Wrap around through EDG jungle right now. I think 100 Thieves just want to secure this other turret. Someday, sitting primed and ready. Viper and Mako have arrived. JJ not too far behind. So this play is not looking too good, but here comes the collapse. Someday doesn't have to expend anything. No, nothing really used or burned. Turret taken, so it's 3-2. 100 Thieves winning that battle so far.
always got to track the exhaust on Viper. If you do not have multiple people piling in at the same time, you are completely shut down by that exhaust as the cannon. You need follow-up damage if you're going to do one tanking.
Yeah, and just to kind of
Let's see. I just want to listen in real quick.
Getting flashes there is a win because you're so far away from that next objective, a minute and 40. At the time, it was 2 minutes. That you'll be able to get your ultimate up just in time. Meanwhile, you'll create an option for Viper and
Yeah.
who are the targets.
Just talk about how they can actually trade out, ultimates for summoner spells to prepare for this next fight, because this is where it's going to start getting interesting here. 100 Thieves can put themselves armed and ready to acquire Soul Point with this third Drake, and EDG can at least delay the game a bit further. Right now, we're about 10 minutes. It's going to be 5 more minutes after this Drake is taken to the dot. That's going to probably leave us, that'll put us near 35 minutes again, which has been pretty average game time. It's going to at least definitely allow for Viper to get to his 3-item spike of just absolute nonsense and madness with this Velios. Now EDG just posturing themselves, keeping control of this area, pushing into the jungle a bit, just want to screen them away. I think they want to take this turret before they try to rotate over to the dragon. They've got time for it, and that will keep the turrets even. Unfortunately, in terms of map control, it's going to leave most of the advantage on the side of EDG, considering it's a mid turret. And now, what is EDG looking for? Flandre might be caught in a weird spot. I'm gonna try to burst out Closer. Your Closer brought low for not a lot of traded damage.
Yeah, TPing back down towards bot side, so they definitely want to fight for this because Abadaga was trying to get them river access by that early push. But look at this damage.
Walking to the pinch, who he already forced to flash out. JJ taking big damage off to the side, but he's just gonna leave.
Oh, going to be engaged here. JJ about to jump on into this Crescent Guard, keeping him alive for a little bit longer. FBI is going to be able to flash away from the knockup. Someday it goes in. It's going to be huge right now. Double kill over for Closer, and FBI has made it out alive. Who he has gone down, but it's just Flandre left, and I don't think it's going to be much else for you to get done here, but Closer is going to actually get himself a triple kill, and that fight came out of nowhere, and it was a blow-up. Someday with a great flash maelstrom in here to just wipe out the rest of EDG, and he survived it as well on low health. Now Closer using the items threat and the damage from Flandre to secure this Drake, and that'll be third Drake for 100 Thieves. They are on the precipice of actually pulling out an upset win here, actually making T1's day. And now they're going to position for this Baron here right now, but everyone's going to be up pretty soon here. Scout is up and available. Abadage looking for it, and Scout does have his ultimate. He can actually put some real damage out here, Scout. There's no gold. There's no stopwatch on the side of Abadage, and this Baron's taking a little while here. FBI, I don't think he's in for this. They need to start really blowing this one up here. Scout, waiting for it. And the burst and the secure, they pull off from it. Scout tries his burst, brings it only down to 400, and it is secured. So good set of play there. Flandre kind of stepping a little too far forward here. JJ, look, they want the fight. They want the fight right there, but the wave goes up. FBI is allowed to, he flashes away just in time, and Flandre just can't finish him off, and that's where the counterpunch from Someday and Closer just run train through all of EDG. Abadage there as well to just throw down his AoE, and that's where they just didn't stand a chance. So great surround and pile on from 100 Thieves there. Papa Smithy, sigh of relief there, my friend. Sigh of relief there, and this is looking pretty good. This is what we were wanting to see here. This is what we see out of 100 Thieves. It's taken a while, and they've finally found their footing in this group stage. A little bit too late. Not really going to get themselves much else, but this will be a good win to take home. Because who knows? They could be getting a win over possible champions, because EDG is quite favored over everyone, especially since FPX is kind of a didn't do so well over in their group. And now EDG definitely on the back foot here. 7,000 gold lead in the favor of 100 Thieves right now. This is their time to win. This is their time to shine. They've got their Baron buff, and they just need to get themselves full map control here. Top and bot lane getting shoved in here. And clear out this vision. Got a few control wards sitting around in. Yep, there we go. So gonna start clearing this out, push this all forward in. They need to at least try to get themselves an inhibitor down. Ideally, a bot inhib would be best, just so that helps them secure the next Baron. Closer just putting out his mist, threatening the situation. This tier 2. EDG, I don't think they want to focus on this too much. Here comes the calling out, and Viper is going to be brought low. He's going to be brought to half, and this might be everything that's needed here. Wave is arriving. FBI should be able to clear this up pretty quickly and provide a safe, clean access point for him and his team to damage this turret here. Meanwhile, Abadage I'm just holding Flandre at bay.
Likely will be this tier 2.
Not really looking to take that. The main focus right now is just this tier 2.
EDG unwilling to
And
make
Viper has returned, but that's going to be that turret acquired. And now they're going to rotate on up. We're going to rotate to this top side one. This is going to be the next one to try to defend.
Would be critical, but you can see Scout looking for a potential pick.
EDG doing the best they can to hold on to whether this
And 25 seconds left here for the Baron buff on 100 Thieves. I don't think they're going to be able to get much else done here. They might just take their, 2,000 gold bonus and head on back to base. Closer within sight. And it's going to be a stunt on to Someday. Delay their backs for a little bit, but it shouldn't be too tragic. Gets to back with the Baron buff. And that will be with 1:30 till Mountain Soul. So, it is time. It is arriving. So begins the Mountain Soul fight here. And there's not much else for really 100 Thieves to really trade this one out with. They get this Mountain Soul. They have basically secured themselves like an extra 3-4K in their pockets. And getting some of these squishy champions, especially like the Nami, Someday, especially Closer, getting them that little bit of shield and those extra resistances, it could end up just being that extra second, extra half second to put the fight really overwhelmingly in 100 Thieves' favor. Now they just need to set themselves up for this Drake here, clearing out the vision, keeping mid-wave pushed. And EDG, they're posturing like they want this here. Blue ward goes out, spots them in their rotation. Closer, trying to find himself in a pretty decent space. Gonna have to move himself back. 30 seconds till this Drake spawns. Someday looking to get the catch, but here comes the calling here. JJ's going to put out the Crescent Guard, but that'll be very optimal for him. And there goes the wave as well. FBI brought low. And JJ, they're positioning for this. A little bit of poke damage onto Huhi from Viper. But the ebb and flow from Huhi is going to be able to keep it going. It's going to be able to keep FBI back on up. But right now they're split right now. They're not able to have the front to back right now. If there's going to be able to, if EDG can turn on the FBI or Huhi, and there's not a lot of peel on them, they have to play this so gingerly right now. Closer deep inside. Good little poke out. They've spotted Sunday. They know where he's at. And now 100 Thieves could be able to reposition themselves. FBI going to be able to get himself with his team. But this is going to be pretty scary for EDG. Closer deep in his miss here. Cannot be spotted. Now it's faded away. Now they can actually start making some decisions here. But here comes Sunday here. And a huge, the huge Maelstrom comes through. And it's going to be 2 dead on the side. Jungler and support gone. And that's going to be the top laner as well. Just Scout and Viper up, alive, and barely available. And they're going to back off there. But huge trigger pull there from 100 Thieves here to just collapse and blow up EDG. They were not ready for that. And this might be game, actually. 48 seconds on Flandre, 30 on JJ, and 28 on Mako. Scout and Viper have to do something monstrous, but I don't believe the Graviton and the Inferno are going to be the guns you want for this. Scout does have his Unleashed power up and available in 100 Thieves. They're going to rotate over. I think they want to play this pretty clean, play this pretty textbook. But I think Abbedagge is going to take a different route into the match here. And here comes who he wants, Scout, and Scout's going to go golden. FBI trying to run away. He's going to get the cleanse off, going to get the kills off. He's going to go golden, going to get his Guardian Angel off. And this is going to be the upset win by 100 Thieves over EDG, putting them at 4-2. Dashing their hopes here, and that has probably saved us from a tiebreaker here. So 100 Thieves making NA proud here. That was a fantastic showing. Great decisive players. Someday just going nuclear with that cannon, and Closer on his signature pick with the pop-offs, with the heartbreaks, just ruining lives, ruining souls. And got to really hand it to Abbedagge, actually, with a lot of those early plays with the Realm Warp, just bringing his team over, being really just the catalyst to allow the ganks to happen. Forget just walking in or just flashing in. We're just going to Realm Warp 3 of us on top of anyone we want and just blow them up. So great final showing here from the North American champions. And now we get to see how the rest of the week goes, I believe.